Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. Today we're playing a factory by Samcina. Let's get into it. Now, fairly compact factory. Oh wow, we have spaghetti. Spaghetti galore. What's this? Alright. We're crafting purple. Right. I get the inclination that I'm not going to like this factory over much. Okay. Here. Rightio. Let's deal with a few things here. Let's get a few things set up so that we can operate autonomously. Yeah. I need a storage chest of some description. Oops, snagged him. That was a good catch. So, what are we going to do this episode? Well, I'm going to just play around in the factory, see if there's some things that I can discover, some things I can help with, and hopefully some things that I can improve. Once I clean out the inventory and really start to move forward. Well, science packs, don't need them. Pistol, no. Shotgun, no. Armor, no. No. Oops. No. Oh, all this old technology, get out of my inventory. Okay. I think that'll do us for now. So, let's have a play around and see if we can make some suggestions on how to do things better. Now, okay. Well, this explains a bit. So, I was just looking at the factory thinking, you know, what are the issues here? And the issues are with raw resource processing. You can see that I've got a backlog here, but then this is flickering on and off, and this is doing, you know, kind of its own thing up there. And it's kind of creating a situation where there's shit going everywhere. Now, if I remember correctly, Samcina said, oh, this is a different idea around how to build a factory. It doesn't involve a central bus. Now, we're going to see a lot of issues here. And a lot of reasons why the central bus is generally the most picked. And generally the easiest to understand anyway. Now, you can see that there's empty belts everywhere. We've got copper on this belt here, but it's not going to anywhere else we need. Let me just... Okay. There's between you, me, and the fence post, right? It is surprising that Sam's been able to get this far. Normally, these factories die due to their own inefficiencies. So, for example, look at this. There's that bloody edge condition bug again. Yeah. And you see there's hacks everywhere, and there's things going everywhere, and it's just, none of it's particularly working very well. With this kind of idea, it's all well and good, but it just doesn't work very well at the end of the day. And if you want to build a factory that works well, you stick to straight lines, for starters, and you make things easy on yourself where you can. That also involves having a factory that's easy to troubleshoot. In this one, it's not easy to troubleshoot at all. I'm at a bit of a loss as to how we can get this thing to work a little bit smoother. And right now I'm just kind of fluffing around the edges, trying to think of how to fix it short of a complete factory rebuild. Now, Oh my lord. Okay. Let me just grab this for a sec, right? How on earth are there electric engines? Okay. Oh my god. Right. This is going from bad to worse right now. Oh my lordy. Oh, and it's just everywhere. Oh. Crap. Crap is the word. Okay. I've stopped that, okay. So that's fine. Let me just see if this still works. Aha, it does. So this is a situation where routing your belts correctly actually helps fix a problem in the factory. Now what we can do down here is we can pick this up, right, get all this running again, throw that away, or can we... There we go, problem solved. But really there's no... Okay, where's... Right. This needs to be restricted. Actually, no it doesn't. It needs to work faster. Oh my. Wow, okay. Seems that there is big parts of steel production working off this, which that's not ideal. Throughout this factory, it just needs more throughput everywhere. It needs more of everything and less corners. It needs more order, less corners, and oh my. This is everywhere right now. You can see that they're passing things over belts and back over the other way, and it's just trouble. Trouble is how I would describe it. So instead of doing this kind of thing, right, and using inserters, what you need to do is do something like this, okay? It allows you to maintain your throughput. Now, anytime you feel like making a jump like that, stop yourself and say no, bad. So you can see here how this is jumping down and over and through and so on and so forth. Bad, very bad. You'd be better off, right, coming along and doing something like this. Now this factory is without a doubt beyond salvage. There is no saving this. It's well, the technical term would be balked. It is completely and utterly balked. So it'd be a knockdown and rebuild job. But that isn't going to stop us from offering a few pieces of advice. Now this here comes here. This needs to go away. Up. Okay. Now again, we want to use belts. Okay, splitters. Use splitters. Splitters are your friend. Underground belts are your friend, because it allows for a much easier system. Now instead of this crazy bit of gear here, okay, again, we can use underground belts to get exactly the same effect with about 6 times less of the trouble. Okay, same thing done. Now this here, right, so what we can do, there we go, done. Now this, well, that rebalance is done wrong, so we'll just correct that there. And we can do that by doing this. probably not required to be put in there. Okay. Now up here is where we'll put that little input. We'll restrict it to, say, 500 iron gear wheels. That's probably a good number. 500, there we go, done. Done. Okay, that's doubling up, not required. Okay. So this here I don't mind because it's kind of semi-balancing the belt out. So that's fine. We can get away with that. Now, oh my god. Ah dear. Okay, underground belts again are your friend. They can be used to great effect and will avoid all the crazy shit. All of the crazy shit with these belts, and it's just nuts, you know? Like when you build a factory, you should try and stick to straight lines so that this kind of crap doesn't happen. But if it does happen, yeah, using belts and splitters are the way to go. So let's do the proper way of solving this little crossover issue. Okay. Done. With one corner, and no crazy inserter games. Okay, go away. So now the coal will get through, that's wonderful. That'll keep everything down there happy. And what we need to do here is we need to put something mechanical in, because a splitter will count for you, an inserter will not. So if you can get something that'll count this out for you, that's brilliant. That's exactly what you want. Because now I know that exactly half will come this way and half will head up north. With a red inserter, it's a little bit over half. I think they're capable of moving 1.7 items per second. Rightio, there we go, done. Okay, more craziness, we'll leave that be. I don't want to get too involved in that. Okay, what? Okay, this green science is heading up there. Now, when you have something next to another line, most people will think like this and be like, oh, I just need to put like curves and shit in it. This is a bad solution, okay, because this has massive slowdown. What you need to do is think about it backwards. Think about it the other way. Get this out of the way, and now you can just go straight in there. Done. Easy. Easy peasy Japanesey. Now we'll throw these back on the belt. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Done. I think I've... No, I didn't. That's outstanding. Now, here's an example of where, with a little bit better belt routing, you can avoid the issues. Oh my lord. I'll come back to that shortly. But okay, so we just need better belt routing here. Now what I want to do, okay, is join the two lines in a T-junction. That's what I want to do with it. And ideally I want to keep both lines straight where I can. So no curved corners. So there's a way of doing it, you've just got to see it. Points to those who have already spotted what I'm going to do here. Okay, there's your T-junction. No crazy inserter gear, and everything's hunky-dory. Yep, that's fine. Rightio. Now what we'll do is we'll come down here and we will Now here's the tricky question, right? Okay. What we'll do, right, is we'll just remodel this factory a little bit. So we need a fast inserter. Out here. We need a fast inserter. It's going to put things onto the line. We need a requested chest to request in the red science packs. Now, something of interest. You never ever. I don't think there is 6.7k of research in the game for red science packs. So don't get carried away with them, otherwise it's just resources sitting around not doing anything. So right now what I've done is I've effectively turned off the factory until it gets below 50 red science. So it won't make a thing now. And we'll just use up this big reserve that we've got, which is good. Because we've got a reserve now, we just need to use it. So that's all working fine. Oh, look, there's a requester right there. I'll pick this up and get rid of it. Have it all running through here. Okay, so that's that. That's happy days. Now let's see what craziness is happening in here. I don't think that's craziness I can actually help. What's happening here? This is seriously a lost cause. Okay. Why is all of this here? Oh, I see. It was feeding the battery production. My giddy aunt. Right. Much better way of doing this, that's for sure. Okay. So we'll use the long-handed inserter because, you know, that's kind of this factory's thing. We'll bring it to there. Everyone happy with that? Good. Now again, we just need to think about this backwards. And think, okay, well, I've got a line here and a line there. I'll join it in a T-junction, bring it to here, go underground. That gets me what I want. Problem solved. No inserter giddy up craziness. Also, what the hell is this? Why are there red circuits coming in on this line exactly? How do they end up over here? I wonder. I must say, it looks crazy. Crazy as. Yep. Definitely a scrap and rebuild, this one. Oh boy. Yeah. I think we'll call it here. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. This has been a crazy factory, this one. And unfortunately, no helping it. It's, oh god, check this out. It's a scrap and rebuild kind of jobby, because there's no real rhyme or reason to why stuff is in a certain spot. It's just kind of, that's where it happened to end up after the build. So yeah, my advice would be to use straight lines. Remember that if you build in straight lines, then you can do things easier, and then a bit more of, you know, be willing to use underground belts rather than this this inserted craziness. Also, that doesn't pick it up because it's trying to detect what's coming in here. So that's why that is like that. Now, to do this properly, what needs to happen is something like that. Okay. Same thing, much more reliable. Actually, it doesn't rely on power either, which is very handy. So I've been Negative Brute. Thank you very much for joining me. If you'd like me to play your factory and give you some thoughts on it, I'd love to. Just send it through. Thank you and goodbye.